Good afternoon, Sunray community. I wanted to spend a few minutes of your time talking to you today about the flu and the methodology that we're using and the precautions that we're taking at the school district. First of all, our first and foremost priority is to make sure that the school is clean and safe and flu free for all kids. And so the way we do that is we gauge that every day at 10 o'clock because that is our attendance period based on the number of kids that we have out. And we gauge that based on our overall population. And so we've set that number of 80. And what I mean by 80 is that if any time at 10 o'clock that we have 80 kids out due to sickness, then as a district we would turn school out. But we haven't reached that mark. We've been up. We had one day that we were at 77. One day that we were 72, 75. We're monitoring and hovering around that 70 kids out. So you think, well, that's a lot of kids, and that is a lot of kids. But in the big picture of things, we still have close to 500 kids that are still here. And so if I release school, one of the things that I have to weigh is the fact that how it will affect the calendar on through the rest of the school year, how it will affect the parents. And what I mean by that is that a lot of our parents are two-income families. And if they don't have child care during the day for their child, so we have to manage all that and we have to monitor all that. And so we are monitoring that. Our goal is not to turn school out because we feel like that we still provide the cleanest, safest environment for the kids. And what I say by that is that the flu is in any public place, whether it be a daycare, a grocery store, wherever you may be, the flu is in that area. Restaurants, going out and eating, and all that, the flu is there. And my advice, and what I do personally, is during this time, I try to limit the time that I have in public areas other than the school, and I try to, monitor what I do and my child does, and how we wash our hands and blow our nose, and if we are running fever, we don't come to school. And that's the key issue here. As a district, we're asking you that if your child is running fever or showing any signs of the flu or strep, don't come to school, because here's the fact of the matter is if we have an employee that has those areas, we don't let them come to school, and we don't let them come back without a medical release from their doctor. That is including me. I mean, that's how much we're monitoring that. So how are we cleaning your schools? Well, first of all, what we're doing is we're double cleaning the schools. In our lower grades, we're wiping those desks in between classes. We're cleaning the bathrooms, and what I mean by that is we're doing extra cleaning on everything. And so one of the areas that we come into is this weekend, we will be closing down all the facilities from any weekend activities. And on Facebook today, we'll be releasing, and also on our webpage, we'll be releasing a brochure about a company called Germ Blast. Germ Blast treats 130 school districts in the state of Texas. They also treat major universities, hospital facilities. They will be coming in this weekend and will be treating our campuses. And that shield of their treatment to kill that flu virus is a 90-day shield. And then after that, we see where we are, and if we need to bring them back, we'll bring them back. On top of that, they will be treating all of our facilities. That includes the weight room and the shops and everything. They will also be treating all of our buses. Once they're gone, we have purchased a machine that does the same thing they're doing, except on a very small scale. It's a handheld machine that we will use to treat our classrooms each day as well. And then we also set off, if you remember the old insect bombs that you would set off in your home, we also have those for flus to kill the flu virus, and we'll be setting those off in our classrooms as well. and we have hand sanitizers, we have sanitizing wipes. We're doing everything we can to keep the school very clean. And so to reiterate what we're doing, first of all, if we do ever reach that rule of 80, that number 80, then we will turn school out with. If we don't, we will continue to do what we're doing. But even if we do reach that rule, even if we do reach that rule of 80, we will continue cleaning the way we are doing. We're double cleaning, we're wiping in between classes. We have hand sanitizer as you come in, as they come through the cafeteria line. We are bringing in a company called Germ Blast to treat everything. And Germ Blast information, like I said before, will be released on our Facebook page. And that way you can share that with individuals. But as I've put out before, if you as a parent, and I've received phone calls and text messages and emails, if you as a parent feel like that you need some more information about how we are doing our best to make sure that we keep your schools clean and keep your kids healthy, please feel free to contact me. I've had parents call me in the evening, they've texted me in the evening to ask me questions about this, and don't hesitate to do that because I'll respond to those. If I'm not Johnny on the spot, there's a reason why, but I will get back, and I do return my phone calls and text messages and emails, and I have meetings with people as well, parents. But the idea is that we are trying our best to maintain school for all of the kids that are healthy, and at the same time prevent the kids who are sick coming to school. And one of the other ways that we're doing that is our nurse is monitoring those kids. And for an example, yesterday we took all of the pre-K kids and we took their temperature. She's monitoring all those classrooms, and if we see there's an instance where we need to send a kid home that maybe doesn't have the fever but doesn't feel good, we're sending those kids home as well. So first and foremost, I ask you to help us while we help you. If your child is running fever, has any signs of the flu like we sent out in that health notice, please don't send them to school. I'm asking you, and just don't send them to school with Tylenol and Motrin. They need to be fever-free for 24 hours. We're doing that with our employees. If they show signs of being sick, they can't come back until they have a release from a doctor. So once again, if you have any questions about what we're doing or how we're monitoring that illness and that sickness, please do not hesitate to contact me. And you can contact me here at the school. You can email me. And as always, you can reach me on my cell phone at 325-226-4490. Thanks. Have a great day. It is always a great day to be a Bobcat. And we're going to continue to move forward and continue monitoring the illness. And if you have any questions, please contact me.